I am in the UK on a trip that I have been looking forward to for months, and I'm making this video to share some tips and tools that help me feel grounded when traveling to help make my experiences more enjoyable in new environments. Traveling and food are my all-time favorite ways to spend money, and sometimes in the build-up for a big trip, I can get lost in the sauce and the chaos, hey, of planning and getting everything together. This was definitely the case for me before this trip, with packing and working, and I also just moved into a new house too, so everything was really busy. The week following my arrival in the UK was also nonstop and amazing, and I got to indulge in many fantastic things, as you can see. But sometimes, with everything being so busy, I can get swept away and tend to forget about taking in each special moment. Slowing down, even when the world is rushing, is a skill that I'm working on, and practicing this can be even more challenging but also more necessary in new environments. So, I want to share the things that help me strengthen this skill. So my all-time favorite tincture blend to travel with is this Yarrow Environmental Solution mix. It's advertised as an herbal supplement spray, but inside of it, it has yarrow, which is my ultimate staple. This is a flower essence that people use to help them have a strong auric field. It's also really powerful for sensitive people to be able to maintain and access their psychic gifts without becoming overwhelmed by them. And so it's really powerful for me as a sensitive person, and especially when you're traveling in new environments, to have that sort of I don't want to say protection, but that kind of these tools, to help support you. It also has arnica and echinacea essences, and it's in a water and salt based solution. And so it's just really easy to move around with. And I can just, have this one. If I had to pick one, I would just carry this one. This Yarrow environmental solution is like specific for being exposed to toxic environments as well, like radiation, etc. And so I don't know. I just think it's helpful when you're in new spaces that you're not really used to for your immune system and just maintaining your sense of self in unfamiliar places. It's a good one. So I specifically brought St. John's wort because it reminds me of like turning a light switch on, but that light switch is inside of you. So it's like it helps you increase your capacity to radiate your own inner light. Specifically because I'm in the UK, it's known for really cloudy weather. And when I used to live in the UK, I really struggled with the lack of sunlight. And so knowing that, having that knowledge inside of me, I wanted to come prepared. So I thought, why not just bring the sun with me? And that sun being inside of me. How beautiful. So yeah, St. John's wort, juicy. Oh my gosh, this one is so awesome. So this one's fairy lantern. I was really drawn to the flower on the label, and so I did some reading up on it. And fairy lantern's really great for helping you healthily learn how to take on adult responsibilities. And in my life, as I'm entering this new stage of it, I found myself a bit resistant to some of the responsibilities that come with age. Especially since I'm on a trip, I want to maintain a sense of balance between working and playing, because I'm still working or creating, I'm still doing things while I'm out here. And so I thought this would be a really great way to help, inspire me and remind me of what my priorities are and kind of what I'm building towards. So fairy lantern was definitely on this trip. And so finally, the last one that I want to share, it's corn. I found corn to be another one of those intuitive ones. I remember seeing corn and I was like, that's funny. You see flower essences of common things and you don't really realize what their energy is like. And so I did some more reading and it made a lot of sense to me afterwards. But corn is extremely grounding and it helps you connect to earth energies. The more grounding, the better, especially in new environments. It really helps me maintain my sense of self as I'm exposed to new things. So I want to feel connected to the earth and especially connected to, you know, the new lands that I'm being exposed to, like the nature of each place. Right now I'm in beautiful Scotland. I'm going on a trip to tour the lakes and different villages, and I really want to connect with the elements here. And so I feel like this is going to really help support that as well. The last thing that really helps me that I enjoy traveling with is this spray. It's an auric spray that I crafted after trying different vibrational sprays. I decided to give it a go on my own, and so I came up with ENVELOP. And ENVELOP is like how it sounds. It envelops you in like an energy of sealing up your space, claiming what's yours, and not taking in what doesn't belong to you. It has flower essences, it has yarrow in there, which I spoke about earlier. It has crystal essences, so it has amethyst and smoky quartz, so connecting to your crown chakra and also grounding with your root. It has full moon water. I charged everything in the full moon. This batch was specifically in full moon in Pisces, and it also has essential oils. Essential oils specific for maintaining boundaries. And just like really calming as well. And so traveling with this is my favorite, especially, I keep saying this, but being around large groups of people in new environments, just taking a moment. It's like a wonderful reset. I absolutely adore traveling with this spray. And I want to share it with people. And so I have it in my store. So you can find that in my bio, link below. So I'm currently in Glasgow right now. I'm tagging along on one of my boyfriend's work trips. I have been in the UK for exactly 1 week, and this past week has been fantastic. I've seen so much of England, and we just got into Scotland today. I'm so excited and I'm so cozy and I'm so joyful right now because I've decided to take today as a rest day and basically do nothing since I've arrived. And this is a great opportunity for me to recharge. I was invited to attend a football match and do a couple things in the city. However, with the most gratitude possible, I am saying no and just focusing on me right now. In preparation for this trip, I was really busy, and then as soon as I got here, I've been really busy, and so I'm really proud of myself for learning, what my capacity is. Self-care looks different every single day for me, and it really depends on the situation, what it can present itself as. Some days self-care looks like exploring a new city and trying new things. Other days self-care looks like laying in bed and eating prawn cocktail chips. And so today's one of those days. I wish we had these in America. They're so good. They're like sour and sweet. Just utterly delicious. I've decided to go for some heatless curls. Another lazy girl hack. During my time of rest and relaxation, I noticed that I came across two struggles during the process. The first was actually giving myself full permission to enjoy the time that I carved out for myself instead of just feeling bad about it. It would have been really easy for me to fall into a guilt trip for not going out and doing more with my time in a new city, but I had to constantly remind myself that in order for me to actually enjoy myself in any environment, I first needed to restore my inner world. I'm tired. I'm really tired. It was honestly a big step for me to recognize that I was overstimulated and needed some space, so I really wanted to make the most of it. This is honestly the life right now. Watching YouTube, drinking sparkling water in a comfy bed in my jammies. Are you kidding me? I'm so lucky. Anyways, bye. The second challenge that I faced was simply just recognizing that it was important for me to bring a balance of actually fulfilling activities in addition to the ones that just felt good. I knew that eating chips and junk food felt good, but the effects of consuming them probably wouldn't provide the deeper level of reset that I was looking for. So I made sure to take some time for activities like using my tinctures and drinking more water to hydrate to more sustainably fill my cup. My friend gifted me these tinctures and it comes with a little case too, and so I thought it would be perfect for traveling. She told me to do this every time I got off work, anytime I was having an intense day. She's a sound healer, and so it was such a blessing, and so I wanted to bring them along on my trip. The last practice that I want to share that has been so powerful is a concept that is relatively new to me. What I've been practicing is introducing myself to the new environments that I'm in. And this is a concept that was recently shared to me by one of my teachers, and I find it incredibly humbling. Essentially, when I visit a new space, I mentally and energetically just have a conversation with my surroundings. In my head, I'll speak to the environment and introduce myself. I'll share my name, a little about myself, my hopes, my dreams, my fears, and I just give thanks for being able to share the space and be in the space that I'm in. It's a really nice way to be able to talk to the elements, sometimes even the elementals, and just say hello. I primarily do this when I'm out in nature, but I've even found myself doing this in the city on this trip, so it's been cool. And I find that it's a lovely way to connect more deeply with my new settings. And I also see it as a sign of respect and politeness. And every setting has been different and it's felt different. And it's been so cool to see and feel this diversity on such a subtle scale. I used to struggle with knowing how to appropriately connect with nature, and I always had fears of being too extractive. And so simply adding this practice into my life, not just when traveling, has been a really wonderful way to start building my relationship with Mother Earth and just connecting with her on a personal level. So that concludes it for this week's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much and I hope this video was helpful. All your links to working with me are listed below in the bio, as well as the link to my vibrational spray. Your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions are so appreciated, and I am so grateful that you're here on this journey. I'll see you next time. Bye!